kind of glazed over it there, glossed over it because I'm about to glaze. Jeffrey Scotty Skinner. He finally gets his top 6 opportunity, and boy, oh boy, did he ever make the most of it. We've seen him working incredibly hard to be defensively capable enough that Nobby will trust him in this top 6 spot. Well, we got it tonight. And dude, from the get-go, he was all around it. He had those 2 early shots in tight on Arvid Soderblom, who made 2 awesome saves. But he was around it and scored a huge goal for the Edmonton Oilers. And dude, it was kind of an example of everything that we hoped Jeff Skinner would be on Leon Draisaitl's line. We know Leon, he is a distributor through and through. He is a playmaker. And when he gets the puck there, you see Jeff Skinner perfectly timed, entering the zone, steps in, and then hands like Jeff Skinner's, I don't know if you can simply teach those. That's his 10th goal of the season. First one in the top 6, getting his legitimate opportunity. And I just can't say enough good things about Jeff Skinner. Surprisingly enough, I thought Arvidsson would be the one moving down in the lineup. He goes up and also has a good game.
Yes.
But Jeffrey Scotty Skinner, let's talk about him right now because he needed one of these games. And if this is any indication of the Jeff Skinner that we're going to get for the remaining 28 games this season, sign me up.
Well, yes. I mean, it's good of you to acknowledge the bat in the room is that we were ahead of this game. We were
Gene, you clever son
worried
of a gun.
that perhaps Arvidsson may not have earned that promotion, but I think that if anything, you say that was a good game from Viktor, so credit there where credit is due. Now back to Jeffrey Skinner. Yes, that is a quintessential Jeffrey Skinner from the Buffalo Sabres game that earned him that massive payday that they gave him, that he was able to, play up to his own way, but maybe perhaps the team wasn't in his stead. He comes out and he just drives that energy and drives the puck towards the net and is the guy that, we give credit to kind of waking the team up when the Blackhawks are doubling the Oilers up in shots. He comes down and lets out the onslaught, a fury of 2 or 3 shots there onto Soderblom, and it just kind of woke the Oilers up. So, yeah, great to see from him to get rewarded with some points on the board. I did my quick calculations, he's only 51 points away from my 70-point prediction at the start of the season. So 51 to go. You've got some time to make it up.
Gotta get on that one, Jeffrey.
Slide him up into that top slot. Maybe give him some power play one time. We'll be good to go.
Also, Calvin Pickard's in and he says, Bordsey, I was not good enough in the 3rd. I am sorry. It's all about accountability. It's all about putting your hand up, and you found a way to get the W.
It really is.
I always say it only applies to backup goaltenders. But the most important stat is dubs.
Yes.
And he's now 14-4-0 on the season. Bosch says J-Skin has earned his time in the top 6. I love to see how he has persevered and changed his role and adjusted. He is a beauty, and that's just it, right? If it took 50 games with Chris Knobloch having to play this game and health bomb him here, bring him in here because he needed to see this defensive acumen, I think that's the word I can use from Jeff Skinner. And boy, oh boy, it's taken a minute, but it is here. Like, Jeff Skinner's now he's hungry on the puck. He's chasing dudes, trying to stick lift, trying to get in there, do anything to make their life difficult. We saw the back checks last night in St. Louis preventing at least 1 goal, and I'm going to say 2. Zach Zinn says it was a Jeff Skinner masterclass. Kiana, he was chef's kiss. Sergeant Battle, Skinner adjusted his play to use defense to create offense. Great point, Battle. If he keeps it up, he's sticking in the top 6. Nobby's not going to take him out after a game like that, right? Because we've seen him get taken out after he scored goals. He had a 3-game point streak. He got taken out. Tell me it's not going to happen.
It'd be hard to imagine an opportunity where, right now we're sitting with no Philp out of the lineup, and he's the odd man out, and I think that's just fine at this point.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Minecraft is in, says RV and Scotty, showing why we signed them. Also, Gina said the bat in the room. Ha 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 ha. That also made me laugh as well. But final thing here on Viktor Arvidsson. He was promoted to the top line. I thought he was going to get demoted to the 3rd line because his production, I will say, just straight up hasn't been good enough lately. And instead, he gets to play with Connor McDavid. And I think there's a reason Nobby coaches the team, and I do not. Yet again, this guy pulls the strings properly. Arvidsson came into this game. He hadn't been goalless. He had not scored in his last 8 consecutive hockey games. He comes in, he scores a big one, the first goal of the game. It's only his 7th of the season, but it was a beautiful shot. And like just mentioned there, that was the Arvidsson. That shot right there was the guy that I remembered seeing against the Predators. I remembered seeing against the LA Kings. He needed this one. He needed a goal, and he's off the schneid. Thoughts on Arvy?
I give credit to Nathan Keating. I think that's a focus right there. Is that Arvidsson stayed on his feet all night, and I think I mentioned it. I don't know if I was talking off air or on air, but with Arvidsson, I found that his game is either driving 100% towards the offense or driving 100% towards trying to draw a penalty, and that you admire and you respect that out of his game, and that's the part that made me hate him when we were playing against him. So you give credit for that, but there is a time and a place for that, and especially when you're up in this top line in the top 6, you can't be trying and diving on every single play. You can't have it. So staying up, being able to get those opportunities, that's what we needed to see out of him.
Caleb, he meant Arvy, but first Arvy Skinner double goal feature game. That's what we're paying $7 million a season for right there.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.